you hear Emma talking in the background. She's just going down for a nap, and she usually does this now. She like talks herself to sleep with her animals. She'll like play games and stuff, so that's what that noise is in the background. So today we're doing Q&A. We haven't done one. I think the boys were probably like just newborns.
Yeah.
The last time we did it, because I remember Asher started crying and we had to like pick him up. So this was a while ago.
It feels like it was just yesterday.
The kids are all napping, so we're gonna try and get through this
Let's do it.
efficiently as possible.
All professional,
Why don't
all
you-
efficient, all right?
Why
No
don't you
funny business. Stop laughing.
stop?
What were your expectations versus reality of having twins? Oh man, that's a tough one.
I don't think I had any expectations.
I didn't have any expectations. I was gonna say except I knew that it was not gonna be easy. I guess I should say. Like
yeah.
I walked into it being like, this is gonna be tough, and I didn't know what that was gonna look like. So
Yeah.
I didn't have any like actual like detailed expectations. I guess you didn't either.
I think we were just gonna, like, we kind of knew it was gonna be crazy.
we
Let's
were
just wing it.
gonna embrace the suck.
Embrace the what?
The suck. You never heard that
sounds
saying?
Awful.
Embrace the suck. You've never heard that? It's
No, who says that?
Like, a lot of people say that.
Name one person.
I used to work with a lot of people.
It's double the fun, double the love, double the work.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
Yeah.
At what age will you stop breastfeeding the boys? They are so cute. I
They
don't
are
know.
so cute.
I don't know. Right now, they're still breastfeeding every single day, every 3 hours. They do sleep through the night now without eating, which is amazing. They stopped doing their dream feed, so that's really, really nice, and my body is kind of regulated to that. I'm hoping to at least make it to 9 months, and that's in about 7 or 8 weeks.
When did you stop with, I don't know, 6 months, right?
Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm proud of myself. It's pretty awesome.
How many embryos, pregnancies, could you have left?
9 more pregnancies.
All right.
We have 9 embryos left, but I'm not gonna have 9 more pregnancies.
We want to have 1 more
2 more.
pregnancy.
I will never not say that.
I know. We're doing 1 more. We're having 1 more.
We'll see what God has in store. But this is a good one. I feel like we haven't gotten this one before, but how long did it take you to make a salary, both of you, off of YouTube? So I started filming really mainly when Justin just deployed. Like, that's when I really started getting into it. It's short, like a month or
It's
2
right
months
before.
after Bryn passed away, I think. And we started, I would say, making up like a salary. I would say maybe a year later, like around the time Emma was born, was when we could like make it sustainable. Like, we made money up until that point, but it wasn't like livable income. It was just like, it was my side thing I did while he was still working full time.
And I think that's when we finally decided that I could get out, is when it was like, yeah, it was right when Emma was born, pretty much, that we were like, okay,
Sustainable.
We can get out of the military, I can come home, can do something else.
We were kind of in limbo for a good 6 months after Emma was born, but now it's what we do, like, full time. We have a couple other like side things we do as well, but this is like our main job.
When baby number 5 comes around, do you think you will end up needing a bigger house? The answer is yes. We absolutely need a bigger house before we can even think about having our next baby.
Well, to clarify
For sure.
too, we say baby number 5. I think some people might be confused because they might be new to our channel. We have 3 kids that live with us. Our first daughter, Bryn, passed away. So it's our 5th baby that we will be having, our next baby, but we will only have 4 kids living with us in our home. But even then,
We're not gonna have 2 kids share 2 rooms. That's not gonna happen.
I mean, it's doable.
It
It's
is, but we're
absolutely
not gonna-
doable, but it's just not like with 4 kids and 2 adults here.
Well, how
and-
are you gonna have Emma share a room with a newborn? That's
I mean, it's
not-
possible. People do it all
I know,
the time.
But that's just oof,
It
that's
just
crazy.
it just seems like the best option would be to get a bigger house. And I will say this though, and I'm gonna remind myself of this later. The next house we buy needs to probably have at least 5 bedrooms.
Yes.
Like at least 5. Like I don't think 4 would even be enough, because eventually if the twins want to have their own room,
true.
having an office kind of thing, Emma wants to, I don't know. Emma might want to share with the new baby at some point. Who knows? But I think 5 bedrooms. But that's what we're gonna need.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we want to sell this place. I think I think we might want to rent this place out if we can find a good renter, because we love this house so much. What works well for you with setting boundaries with a toddler? This is a different question. We've never gotten that one before. Something that we started with Emma, because she's 2. She's like Emma's a pretty chill 2-year-old. Like, she's honestly really easygoing. She likes to color, but she definitely has her like temper tantrums and her moments. And something that I feel like we both do, and it works really well for her, is we just say this phrase, like, I will not let you blank, like fill in the blank. And I feel that it helps a lot. So like if she's getting really angry, she's tried to like hit before, obviously they all go through that phase. We'll kind of like stop her before she's like able to hit by like just blocking her hand and be like, I will not let you hit me. I will not let you like scream in my face or kind of something like very calmly, but like you have to just like set that boundary. Like I will not let you do this. And then you can explain to them like, because it's not safe. I will not let you, you know, throw your toys because it's not safe. So, I mean, that's kind of what we've just naturally done.
We have a process. That's like the first step. We have like a step-by-step process. Like we usually handle every situation the same way, like you said. It always starts off with that. You say, okay, if you do it again, you're gonna go sit in timeout. And then we always follow through with it. It's like, okay, you did it again. Now you're gonna go sit in timeout. And so we have this process.
We tell her like to go take a break in her bedroom because it's safe.
Go sit in your room.
Yeah, go chill in your room. And then we're working on also like when she's getting mad, before she gets to the point where she gets really mad, we say you need to take a deep breath, which is hard to teach a 2-year-old that because obviously they're like caught up in it, but she's starting to learn. So like yesterday we sat down, I said, you need to take a deep breath, and she'll copy me, kind of like just trying to kind of like help her regulate that emotion.
How long did you guys try to get pregnant before you had to get fertility assistance? So they told us that we should have tried longer. I remember they said, no, you guys need to wait a little bit longer. But we just
been like 10 months.
Yeah, and we just both had a feeling that something was wrong because we were trying. We were scheduling it. We were like, but no, that's what I'm saying. Like scheduling it around like your ovulation period. Like we were on top of it, and so for so long, for many months, we did that, and we're like, something's not right. Yeah. Like I don't think we need to wait and keep trying longer.
We only had to wait like 2 months.
Yeah, and obviously there was nothing wrong with trying to go get. No, and
it ended up. I mean, by the time we even got answers, it had been a year at that point, and we were still trying after that 10 months, still actively. So
still a year.
Before we actually got pregnant, we had been trying for almost 2 years. Because our first transfer didn't work in November. So by the time I actually got pregnant with Bryn, it was in January, it was almost 2 years. And we had been trying that whole time. Even when we were going through the first beginning part of IVF, we were still like trying just to see like, hey, I mean, if we get pregnant, we get pregnant. But everyone is different. Some people try for a couple years, but I don't know. I guess I just had an intuition. Now that you have boys and a girl, do you have a gender preference for baby number 5? I feel like I'm biased because I have a big sister and I really want Emma to have a little sister.
I don't think I'd call that like a preference though, because I like we've said in the past, we don't care. We both think that it would be really awesome if Emma had a little sister, but at the same time,
she'd be happy to be the only girl and be like the princess.
And I'm happy with that too. So yeah, I don't think we have a preference, but we would love that. That would be really cool.
I think it's just because we both had sisters too. Yeah. So it's kind of like we both, I don't know. I want her to have a little sister. I was a little sister. And so to get to see her be a big sister to a little sister, I don't know.
Well, I want that too because I never had a little brother. So I want, I personally would be like, yeah, I want Emma to have a little sister because I never got to experience what that was like to have
that bond.
The same gender.
Yeah. And the boys will always have each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. But I don't care. Obviously, I don't care.
Will you be getting tattoos for the boys? Yes, but we just don't have time.
I don't even know what I want.
I hardly have time to go grocery shopping when I love go get a tattoo.
Do you miss leaving the house to go to work sometimes? I wouldn't say to go to work. I miss leaving the house. But I wouldn't say it was to go to work because I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Yeah. Like I miss being a teacher too. I guess you could say yes because I loved my job.
I do
but I'd rather.
There is something nice about being, and I'm not trying to sound mean when I say this, but having a dedicated space of work where that's where you do your work, and then you come home and you don't have to worry about work. You know what I mean? Yeah. I miss that about the military because it was like when I came home, I didn't have to, bring work home with me.
But you did emotionally. That's the difference.
At some points, yeah. At some points, but
because it's like
right now, this is my first semester doing online school, and this has been tough. There's some jobs that you can do work with your kids around, but like
no, I think we could if we had a bigger house where you could really separate yourself. True. But our house isn't really big enough where he can go like.
But also, I want to stay
upstairs.
I want to be helpful too during the day. So that's another reason I don't do much work. But I do miss that sometimes, of like being able to go to school to focus on
I think if you stay home, then you miss probably working a little bit, and if you work, you miss staying home.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's give and take.
Does Justin ever think about reenlisting? Is the grass really greener on the other side? I'll be honest, I have never thought about reenlisting, because when I was even getting out of the reserves, they kept giving me this warning, like, look, if you want to get out right now, because I got out of the reserves quick. I was like, I'm done. I want to be home. I want to be able to help more.
Well, it was also, we didn't want to suddenly be told that I
had to leave, because we were wanting to get pregnant again. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be done with it.
He always said when he got out at first was, correct me if I'm wrong, but you'd say like he loved his job, but he didn't love being in the military. Like he loved his job in the military, and he would do that any day. But it was just the military itself that he didn't love. Yeah. Like leaving.
And you families know that. It's especially that. It's leaving, and then even the environment sometimes, and obviously any jobs like that. I loved my job, but the environment sometimes was just kind of toxic. Some people were toxic sometimes, and so it did get a little bit draining. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that I'm out.
What is the first thing you want to do when COVID is over?
Disneyland.
Well, we're supposed to go.
I know, but I mean when COVID is over.
Yeah.
I want like a big Disneyland trip with no masks, no nothing. Just like I want like a funnel cake.
Just want the food.
That's all I think about is food. And I want Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, I love that ride. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe travel again. Maybe travel. But with help. Okay, I think there's one more. Do you think you could have twins again if that's possible? Well, it's always possible, obviously.
Likely? Not
it's very unlikely unless you decide to transfer two embryos, unless they like run in your family or something.
Which we're not gonna do. We're transferring one next time, so that's why we're saying it's unlikely.
So I think the next time, and Justin only wants 4. I want 5, but if I were to have 5, I wouldn't want twins. I would want 1 and 1.
Well, I wanted 3. Rachelle's always wanted 5. And so we compromised. We said, okay, great, then we'll just do 4. Sweet, I agree. And now she's like, no, let's just do 2 more. I'm like,
it's so easy once they start to get to Emma's age.
To want to have more. Yeah, I agree.
They become so much fun. Like I don't know, Emma's just so much fun right now. She loves to play, she loves to talk, she loves to wrestle, like all the fun stuff. So it's so easy that when they get to that age to be like, oh, come on, like what's one more?
I agree, because I love this age.
It's so much fun.
I love this age. This is where like I shine at this age.
This is where like you really bonded with her. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that was a lot of questions. That was like 12-ish questions, and this is going on 18 minutes, so I don't want to make this too long. Tomorrow is going to be a big video, so make sure you keep your eyes on that one, because it's going to be really special and exciting, and I might cry, but it's going to be good. So we'll talk to you guys in our next video. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any more questions for like Q&A type videos, leave them in the comments, because we'll go back to this video when we film our next Q&A, which we only do these every couple months, and I'll read through these comments and see if there's any that we missed.
Just keep them in mind, all right?
No, keep them in comments.
Yes, but then also keep them in your mind so that you remember.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.